What's up, YouTube? You caught me investing in real estate from my couch again, as usual. Today I'm talking a little bit about Groundfloor. If you've watched any of my recent videos, you know this is one of my new favorite platforms. Putting some money, um, that you're getting some real estate exposure. Groundfloor specifically is giving you access to invest in mortgages, and those mortgages are lent to fix and flippers and new construction borrowers. But so we're acting as the lender in that situation. We're getting somebody else actually lends the funds, but then sells off pieces of those loans as securities. You can look more into that as far as like the specifics of how that works. But today I want to share a little bit about, I had a loan pay off, and so I have to go back and reinvest it. I want to talk about a little bit about what I'm doing with that, but also a new product that Groundfloor has put out to avoid that. But so it's funny. You can see this loan paid off. It was supposed to be out for 9 months. They actually paid it off in 0.26 months. So and they had it outstanding for about a week. So I had only a small amount in that particular one and just made $1. This is obviously not what they expected. It paid off early. I think sometimes that's going to happen. I think I have 38 loans before this paid off, so now 37. So when you start to have some real volume, um, things like that will happen. You'll have early payoffs and whatnot, and so then you'll have to reinvest those funds. And so, up until now, there's been a couple options. I could just come in here, pick some loans, and do that. I haven't thought so far. I haven't really thought that that's the most efficient way to do it, because all the loans are underwritten by the same company. It's Groundfloor that's doing the work, and so they grade them. I could go in and make my own judgment on a loan by loan basis, but because I'm putting so little money in each one, I think it just makes sense to get some really wide diversification. And so that's what the new Flywheel portfolio is for, but let me get back to that in a minute. What I've been doing in the past is just going into the investment wizard, putting in how much money I want to put in there, going through the motions here, picking, okay, what kind of strategy do I want? Moderate, conservative, dynamic. And all that does is really pick, like, do I want to have which grades of loans do I want to have? But none of these actually let you pick ones that would get all the grades, which I think is kind of interesting. But so that's not the way I'm going to say. Let's see, that's just on the bottom here. You could also do this auto investing, and this would keep me from having to do what I've done before. At least that's what I think. This is my first time that I'm going to use this. Um, And this is where I can go and say, okay, how much, when money hits my account, I just wanted to automatically get allocated to whatever loans that are out there. But what you can do here is put a, you guys don't hear that horn honking outside. But I can put a certain amount in, that I don't want to invest more than X in any one particular loan. And so that'll keep you from a day where you have money hit your account unexpectedly. There are only a couple of loans outstanding and you dump a whole bunch of money into just a few loans. And so for me, what I've decided is, I'm willing to let $500 go into each. I think that it's going to automatically spread it out over uh, whatever's available from reading it. That's what it appears to be. All loan schedules are for senior funds. The fine points are irrevocable. Yep. Um, but I think here's how it works, right? It runs daily, automatically purchase investments in any loans currently on the platform using the parameters you set. These purchases can't be canceled. Well, so you can read this yourself. Obviously, I'm not adding anything from there. But so that's what I think. I'm going to let it buy any type of loan as long as it's not spending more than $500 per loan. I'm just going to click save and start. And I think, yeah, that's all I have to do. Automatic investing. It's up and running. So if I go back to my invest page, total investment. So it's still showing that I have the $461.11. I think it's because it runs once a day, so it just hasn't run yet. What I expect is that I'll come and check in tomorrow, and it will have spread it throughout these loans. And so that's it. It's going to buy just now before I was using that moderate strategy, so you can see I have all C's and B's, but now I'm just going to let it buy one of everything basically, or whatever's available to spread it out. I don't see very many A's or very many F's, E's, anything like that. Anyway, I haven't noticed them pop up. So I think what'll happen is by tomorrow, it'll have just put a little bit of money in each one of these that are available. In the future, I have this other option, which is the Flywheel portfolio. And so this is something that if you really just want to set it and forget it, they've created this by looking through their frequently asked questions. I realized that this portfolio is actually a REIT. It changes the tax form that you get, I believe, instead of getting the interest tax form, you're going to get, what did I saw it in there somewhere. I'm not here to give you tax advice, but I think it might change the way you're taxed a tiny bit. Um, I think if you look at the FAQs and then talk to your financial advisor or your tax advisor about it, but they at least indicate that there might be some difference in that. But what this is doing, and if you look at a description of their Flywheel portfolio, what they're actually doing, and I would suggest if you're going to invest in it, look through all of their FAQ. Um, but the main thing, the reason I decided not to do this, they're basically trying to take a very broad approach, a very broad diversification approach, which I like. It's what I'm doing with mine. They expect your returns, um, the rates of those loans that they're basically creating a fund that's or a REIT that's investing in all of their different LROs, all their different mortgages. But what they're doing that I don't like is they're charging you a quarterly fee for that, right? It's 2.5% quarterly or 0.25% quarterly, sorry. So, add that up 4 times a year, you're getting charged a 1% fee on um, your money. I just don't see that for me, I don't mind logging in here regularly, checking my account. If I don't have money invested, making sure that it's invested. I don't want to pay a 1% fee for that. Now, one of the things that they're doing is that you're getting instant diversification, right? Like you're not just buying what's available today on the platform. If you just had a big chunk of money and you wanted to invest all at once, today, this is all the loans you'd have. You wouldn't have a chance to invest in hundreds, like what they have in their portfolio. But if you're doing what I'm doing, it's putting money in over time. Each time you invest, just buying one of everything that's available at the time. I think that you can pretty much mimic what they're doing um, on your own, and using the investment wizard and the automatic investing for your reinvestments without having to pay that fee. That's what it seems like to me. As always, it's certainly possible that I could be missing something. Um, as I mentioned, or I don't think I mentioned in this video yet, if you're gonna put money on here, I have a link in the description below. You get some free money. I think I got $200 for putting $10,000 in. It seems like what you get fluctuates over time, so it's not always the same deal, and it also changes based on how much money you put in. But this is something I really like. Again, this might not be right for your portfolio. It does lock up your funds for a certain period of time. That's one of the other benefits of the Flywheel portfolio is it seems like it starts to spit out cash right away, where if you just buy loans today like I did, um, they shouldn't really be paying off except for when you get those early payoffs like the one that I just showed you. So, there are some benefits, especially if you had a lump sum you wanted to put in today and you wanted to start getting income instantly. So I think it's an interesting service. You can see right now there's 267 loans in it. Like I said, so far I had bought spread out over 2 months, and I had 38 loans. If you look now, there's a chance to pick up several more. So, you are definitely getting wider diversification right away by doing this. Um, so there's that benefit. Just to me, it just doesn't seem worth it to have that extra fee. And I mean, maybe I'm missing something. Maybe I'm getting charged a fee. Um, Maybe I am getting charged a fee with the auto investor that I'm not seeing. If you know about that, if you're using this platform and I'm getting charged something that I don't realize, please let me know because that would be obviously really great to figure out. No mention of fees in there and how that works. Um, but in any case, that's all I want to share with you today. Letting you know how I'm reinvesting, that they have this new other option. If I learn more about it, I'll let you know. And I'll also do another video if this doesn't work the way I expected it to. If it just goes and buys a little bit of each of these available loans, like I think it will, I'll just save. I don't think that requires a whole nother video, but I'll let you know next time that I give you some other update about the site. Anyway, that's all I have to share with you today. Until next time, I'm going to keep making mistakes so that you don't have to.